and welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia. Welcome everybody. Today I want to share with you another backdrop, and I decided to bring just a little bit of spring, just a little bit of summer to you and share it with you and warm you up just a little bit. We had -5 Fahrenheit overnight, pretty freezing, and we had school cancellations today. So kids have off because it's super cold outside. Winter just hit Pennsylvania. Hello there. So hopefully you will enjoy this backdrop and it will remind you of spring and summer. And yeah, you guys, without any further ado, let's get to this backdrop. Let's quickly go over all of the supplies that you and I would need for this DIY. I bought this watercolor paint set on Amazon. I did try this paint before filming this video, and I do like this paint. It works great. The only thing I don't like that the tubes don't have the name of the paint, the color paint on them. I don't know, very interesting. You just look at the color and basically guess what's inside the tubes. Interesting. Then I bought this paper for watercolor painting. Works great for what I'm about to do. I like it. I will leave a link for this paper in the description below as well. Then I will be using a paintbrush. It's pretty thick, pretty large size paintbrush. I would need a plate for my paint and a cup of water. Also, like usual, to assemble your flowers, I would need a hot glue gun. From the watercolor set, I chose 3 colors that I want to use for my flower. I will be using pink, purple, and dark blue at the very end. We're not gonna need this dark blue for now. We can set it aside and work with just these 2 for now. I am putting a little bit of pink into my plate, and I'll do the same with purple. For this DIY, I would need 4 pieces of paper that are placed horizontally but painted vertically. And then I would need 5 pieces of paper that are placed vertically and painted vertically. I did start and I didn't like how I filmed for you guys, so I'm starting over. So that's why my water is purple. It doesn't matter. Wet your paintbrush and then paint your piece of paper. As soon as it's wet, go into your purple color, add a little bit more water on your paintbrush, go into your purple color, just a tiny bit for now, and then start painting from the bottom to the top, making these strokes of color. I am starting from the bottom and I'm not painting all the way to the top, leaving the top portion of the paper more wider than the bottom. When you have a good purple base, you are ready to go into your pink color. Just a little bit more water on your paintbrush into your pink color, just a little bit, and then again from the bottom to the top. You can always add more color starting from the bottom, like focus more of your color at the bottom and then bring it up. If it's too much, it's not a problem. Add more water and spread that color all over the paper. I like what I see here. Now you will repeat this 4 times. On to our vertical papers. You do exactly what you did with your horizontal papers. You just paint them in different direction, or you don't paint, you paint them exactly, but you just lay the paper in different direction. This is how my vertical paper looks. I like what I see. Repeat that 4 more times and we'll move on to shaping and assembling our flower. My painted pages are dry, so now I'm ready to cut out my petals. I am folding my page in half. Going in with my scissors and cutting out my petals. There we go. You can round this up and fix it after you unfold your petal. Here we go, perfectly shaped a petal. Now repeat this with all of your papers. With your horizontal paper, you basically do the same thing. You fold your paper vertically, as I just did here, and you're cutting your petal out of this paper. Here we go. Repeat that with all of your vertical papers and we'll move on to our flower. I didn't tell you earlier, but save these scraps for a little bit later. I'm not quite done yet with shaping and molding my petals. I will show you on one petal and you do exactly what I'm going to show you with every single petal you're going to have. So you take a petal, you crumble it in your hands, unfold. It's okay if some of the spots will rip, it's not gonna affect your flower and it's still gonna look beautiful. So now you have this beautiful texture on your petal. Go to the bottom of your petal and make a fold, just like that. Take your hot glue and glue down that fold. Repeat exactly the same steps with all of your petals and we'll move on to assembling our flower. Are ready. Now it's a perfect time to assemble our flower. I will be using 5 petals on the outside and 4 petals on the inside. So I'm starting with my first smaller petal, putting a little bit of glue and gluing my second petal right on top. Your first layer and we'll start gluing our longer petals. Our flower is finally starting to take shape. Now let's make a middle for our flower. So remember those paper scraps that I told you to keep them for later. Now is the later. So I'm taking my scraps and folding them into the ball. Measure how big you want your bowl to be for the middle. I think should be good. So as soon as you have this bowl down, take your hot glue and start putting glue into those cracks of your bowl to make sure it stays together. Is ready. I'm taking my hot glue gun, putting some glue and gluing it down into my flour. You can leave this flour as is, but I am not completely happy with the outcome just yet. I want to take you all back to our paint and paint a little bit more, just for a little bit. So let's go. To add more depth into my flower, I want to take more of that purple color and paint my middle darker than my flower. Just get some paint and paint it away. You will get some of this purple paint right on your petals. Don't panic, it's totally fine. Just take this purple color and add more as close as possible to your center. As you can tell, I'm not still happy with this flower. I want to take a darker color. Here comes the dark blue watercolor paint. I'm taking a tiny bit, because a tiny bit will go a long way, and start darkening your middle even more. And again, go into or on top of that purple color that you just added on your petals and add some blue. But focus this blue closer to your center. Let it dry and it's gonna be beautiful. I like how center is really dark and it's gonna fade out and it would be beautiful. You can add more water to fan out this color even more. This is my set of flowers that I made from that pack. Let's go and put these beauties on our backdrop, and I cannot wait to share finished product with you guys. I am planning to pin my flowers with a pin with the pearl on top. So I go in the back layer of my petals. I poke through the petal with my needle with the pearl on top, and here you have it. To pin your flowers is super easy to your fabric. You just grab your fabric, take your flower with the pin already in your petal, grab fabric, pierce through the fabric, and then again turn around and get out of the fabric. And here you have a flower hanging on your backdrop. With this backdrop, I want to hang these flowers in an unusual way for me. Usually I hang my flowers from the top of my backdrop, but that's about it. So today I want to try something different, and instead of pinning on top, I want to pin it on my side. So basically like a half a circle, flower, pin, rim. All right, let's pin these beautiful flowers and see how it's gonna look. love how these flowers look, but I want to try to add something a little bit more into this backdrop. So I have this balloon love that Shimmer and Confetti sent me, and I'm going to blow it up and see if it's gonna look good on my backdrop. I love to use coffee straws to blow these words, balloons. It's a lot easier, so let's do this. It's gonna look so good. I like the colors, and this love is popping out so well. This balloon has these little ears over here with a hole, specifically for some kind of fishing line or ribbon to attach and hang these flowers. So I'm gonna use these ears for my needles with pearls on top. I'm gonna do exactly the same what I did with the flowers. I'm gonna use my pin with the pearl on top, pierce through those ears that these balloons have, go into the fabric and outside the fabric, and here you have it. Let's do this. What I have for you guys today. Look how adorable this backdrop looks. It's not complicated, it's absolutely doable for anybody. You just follow directions and you'll be fine. I ended up having 11 flowers on my backdrop. I could have made 2 more flowers, but I decided I'll just go with 11 with what I had. I love how this balloon ties with those flowers. I love the color of this balloon, looks beautiful. This balloon is from Shimmer and Confetti. Also, last second twinkle lights that I added. I love how subtle they are, but they add just a little something special into the backdrop. I will link everything that I used in the description under my video. So if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. I will share a few pictures at the end of this video. Alrighty guys, so here you have it. This is my backdrop that reminds me so much of spring and summer, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you have any questions that you want me to answer in my Q&A, then go ahead and leave them in the comments below as well. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Every single supply is listed in the description under this video. So if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. Alrighty guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you back very soon. Bye-bye.